National Party caucus meeting when they discussed this bill. And Katie Nimmin puts her hand up and says, we've got this bill, Camilla Bellich's got this members bill, and it will make it a criminal offence if people intentionally steal money from other people. And I'm trying to imagine what the discussion was in the National Party caucus that led them to think it was a good idea to oppose this at the third reading. I actually think tonight's debate could be really, really useful for teaching young people civics. Because, you know, as an MP, from time to time, some young person will say to you, what does the National Party stand for? What, you know, the blue team, what happens if you tick the blue colour? Well, tonight is actually a really revealing demonstration of what the National Party stands for. The self-styled party of law and order is voting against a bill that will criminalise the intentional theft of money by employers from their employees. That's what's going on in the chamber tonight. And we've seen just unbelievable things that we've heard from that side of the House. Not from the New Zealand First colleagues, I would say, but Katie Nimmin thought that this offence would clog up the courts. It was a layer of bureaucracy and red tape. Carl Bates, God bless him, worried that this would be bad for the mental health of business owners because the HR consultant would come running in and saying, you could go to jail if you steal money. It's just absolutely unbelievable. And what it does illustrate, and what it will teach generations of civics students, is that the core value of the National Party is to protect the economic interests of employers at the expense of everybody else who works for a living. That is the core value of the National Party. And it shouldn't really surprise us that they want to defend the interests of employers in the face of logic, of morals, of principle and reason, that they will reflexively support the right of employers to steal money and not be held accountable for it, because they oppose every single increase to the minimum wage. Every single one, for as many years as I can remember. They trashed fair pay agreements as one of the first things they did when they were elected, because they didn't want low-paid workers to earn a decent living. They restored unfair trial periods, and they're also in the House at the moment bringing in a bill that will allow employers to deduct money from a worker's wages if they so much as wear a badge or a t-shirt during industrial action. That's the kind of party that the National Party is. That is their core values. And tonight's debate reveals this incredible double standard, that they will stand up for employers, defend their economic interests, do everything they can to drive down the cost of labour at the expense of working New Zealanders, but they will not support a bill that criminalises the intentional theft of money. Absolutely unbelievable. And I want to thank and give credit to Ibrahim Omir and Camilla Bellich for bringing this bill to the House and showing generations of civic students what kind of party the National Party is.
Grant McCullum.
I would like to make a suggestion to the Labour Party. If you're going to show this to young people in class, can you have like an hour-long laugh track, courtesy of the Labour Party MPs? Just have the laugh track throughout the entire debate. It would be great. It's like, this is a prime example, kids, of how not to be a dumbass in Parliament.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just basically, it's just like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's just bad. I haven't heard any good arguments out of National Act so far on this issue. It's just bad.
I love this. I'm glad Greg O'Connor's my local MP from Jeremy Naylor. I go, Jeremy, he used to be mine when I lived in Kandala. Yeah, it's quite funny of like who's been my local MP. But yeah, it's quite funny how Greg O'Connor was my local MP for 3 years. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok.